So here's a little maybe positive information on these banks, because I'm sure that the entire country is worried about their money now, especially if you're like us and you don't have a lot. My bank sent me an email. I just read it, and they said that Silicon Valley Bank only had 7.1% of its gross deposits in cash on hand, and my bank has 87% of its gross deposits cash on hand. It also said that they had risky investments, and my bank, I'm not going to say the name of the bank, but just because I don't want anybody to steal my $10, my bank said they only have, blue chip, tried and true investments in stocks and stuff like that. And also said that they have enough liquidity that they could sell assets and double the amount of cash they have on hand, which would make it be 174% of their gross deposits. So that's some good news. And I bet you there's a lot of, my bank is a small Texas-based bank. I think there's maybe a dozen branches. So that's good news. And I'm sure there are lots of other banks who have not been lackadaisical with their investments and other people's money. And a friend of mine said that he had all his retirement in that Silicon Valley Bank, and I sure hope he's, at first I thought he was joking, but on my drive, we're in Bossier, we're at Kroger's. On my way over here, I was thinking, God, I hope he wasn't serious. Anyway, I think that's a little bit of good news. I did go and get some cash out of the bank this morning, just because I felt good doing it. And when I need it, I'll go deposit it back in the bank. Okay, we'll see you. Well, I just read a little more info, and a third bank has collapsed, completely collapsed. And the FDIC, the government, Janet Yellen, has said that they are going to backstop the banks, which I think is a fancy word for bail them out. And the way they're going to do that, I think we all know, is they print money. And when they print massive quantities of money, what that does is make everything we buy go up in price, because the dollar is worth less and less and less as they print dollars, as they print money. So, I'm no financial guy, but I just read a lot of news. And I think that if there's things that you need, food, preps, I would get it now if you could, because this could be a 1929 scenario, where or a Weimar scenario where the dollar is suddenly worth a penny. I would definitely top off my preps and my gas, and maybe some bills that might haunt you. Get tied on. I don't think we've seen the last of this. A third bank has failed, and they're saying that there are 30 more banks that they suspect are on the verge of collapsing because people are taking their money out, which is why my bank sent me that email telling people that we have plenty of cash. You can come get your money if you like, but don't worry about us. We're doing good. So the scary part, or concerning part for me, is I have one bank that I use for one check, and our Social Security checks go to another bank, which happens to be one of the largest banks in the country, Capital One. And they don't seem like they're doing well. We have been with Capital One. Actually, we were with Hibernia, and then somebody else bought them out, and then Capital One bought them out. So we've been with Capital One in one shape or in one name or another for 30 plus years. And they have done away with branches. They've got one branch in Minden, Louisiana, the old town where we used to live near. One branch in Shreveport that we know of. And it's not in a good area. So if you were to take cash out, you definitely want to bring your your money preps. So that's all I got to say, man. We are living in exciting times. What was that? It's a saying, may you live in exciting times. I forget who said that, but we are definitely living in exciting and interesting times, that's for sure. So top off your food if you think you can. All right, well, we'll see you.